Will you mind talking a little bit more about how it works and how you see yourself approaching it with your children?
I can try. That it's the more I get into it, the more complicated it feels, which is true about parenting in general.
What do you mean the more you get into it? Like,
I mean, the older they get, and the more pieces of the world they can see and absorb, and the less control I have of their environment.
Yeah.
You know. But what I would like to get across to them is that this way of approaching relationships can be very healthy and can open up communication. If this is how they choose to do it, I will support them. I also will support them in whatever other way they choose to do relationships, as long as they are being honest with themselves and their partner. Mm-hmm. There's a parenthesis there.
You live in Seattle, and it's a very strong community of non-monogamous folks. Mm-hmm. One thing that I think about with kids is how to prepare them for the possible judgment from others.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, and I think that's true from several ways that I'm raising them. I want them to understand that they can enjoy whatever color they want. It doesn't really matter what sex they are or what gender they are. And also I want to teach them the difference between sex and gender. Uh-huh. And I don't think that that's necessary. I think that they may run into some rub mm-hmm. with society there. Although it feels like it's becoming more acceptable to explore that.
For sure.
I guess just my goal is just to make sure they understand that they've got a safe place to come talk, mm-hmm. and let them know that they have my support.
Yeah. Great.
Yeah.
Mm. You sounds like you're giving them the tools to think for themselves and to not.
I hope so.
Go the norm of like you said, with colors is a good basic one kids can understand. Just right. Because you have a penis doesn't mean you can't like pink exactly. or things like that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I've actually had, I've got a 6-year-old son, and he has come back from school with some very gender normative. Is that the right term? Mm-hmm. Gender normative ideas
or gender conforming.
Right. Yes, gender conforming. Right. And so I've been sort of trying to help him pick those apart, and yeah.
So important. It's so hard.
Yeah. And that's sort of what I mean by losing control over their environment. Mm-hmm. He's going out there and having these ideas tossed to him.
Yeah, right. I guess that there's an age where it's out of almost 24/7 controlled environment and into the world, and then your job starts to turn more to helping process all the input that he's getting. Probably. Yeah.